In Singapore, education system is considered one of the best within the region. But I would say it is not. In fact, they are not preparing the kids to be ready for the future. What actually does the Singapore education system lacking? Note that today's video is not into stocks but the system as a whole. This is Channel News Stocks. In 90 seconds. In the 80s and 90s where I grew up in, parents who are the baby boomers will tell us to study hard and find job. There's nothing wrong with that. But as they emphasize on education, tuition comes. Extra lessons come. Even those holidays will be controlled by them, like learning musical instruments or language like phonics. But beginning the year 2000s, as Singapore allows foreigners to influx into our country, we begin to realize that jobs are now harder to come by. We have to study harder or work harder in order to appear better than the foreigners. Those graduates find immense pressure once they enter into the job market. Even as government ensure the employability of Singaporeans, there is no assurance of future for Singaporeans. There is also no stopping of foreigners' influx either, because there isn't enough babies to replace workforce. Nowadays Singaporean youngsters will take any degree in any universities, and go on to apply for jobs. We still believe, and it is still the case, that companies will give credits to those with degrees and disregard the others. It is a sad fact that degrees are now diluted, which differs to the time back in 80s and 90s. Those days require a large workforce, where Singapore grew in industrialization and companies from other countries set up in Singapore. Degrees now doesn't mean success. Well, it does help in jobs opening at the start, but at the end of the day, degrees are nothing once you go on to continue work for another 10, 20 years. When we reach 60s or 50s, or even 40s, companies automatically will look to younger and more energetic people. Future is at stake for these people. Why parents are still making their kids to study hard and earn a degree, and pressure them to find good jobs? We will study the education system and what it is lacking in the coming few videos. This has been Channel News Stocks. In 90 seconds.